Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Alicia and I am back with another video. The sole purpose of this video is to actually show you a roadmap or guide on how to become a virtual assistant real quick. Now, some people overstimulate this virtual assistant thing. They make it so big that you don't really understand what's going on, even though you want to really do the work. But when you go online, you see a lot of videos and you're very confused. I'm going to break it down to you. I'm going to make it simple as it can be. So a virtual assistant is someone that works from home for a business or for an individual, handling basically their business, okay, from the comfort of their home. So you help business get organized, you help them structure, and you help them respond to customers or clients. It's very simple. Anyhow you want to put a virtual assistant, it's very simple. I'm going to show you guys some of the work that a virtual assistant does. So this is what a VA does. Okay, the short term for virtual assistant is VA. So if I say VA, I'm talking about virtual assistant. So the first thing is handling emails and organizing tasks. Okay, that's what a virtual assistant does basically. Businesses that have a lot of emails. It depends on the kind of business that you are, you know, being an admin for you're actually working for. But a lot of businesses have emails coming in day to day, day in and day out. You're responding and you're organizing them, you're answering. So it's basically just you organizing the emails and working with that. The second thing that a virtual assistant does is actually update calendars and schedule meetings. Very important. A lot of business owners, they don't really have the time to sit down and update their meetings by themselves or get reminded. You as a virtual assistant, that is your job to actually schedule the meetings and schedule and arrange the calendars for them to actually remember all of this. So you can actually schedule a meeting and be like, hey, you have so meeting at so time. That's very important. Okay, just look at it as their personal assistant at this point, but you're working remotely, you're working from another city or state or country. That's just basically how it is. So the third thing you're going to do is data entry and organizing sheets. So you have to be very good at Microsoft Excel or Google spreadsheets, because you will definitely do that. Bookkeeping is one of them. Okay, you're going to be entering all the financial stuff from the company. You're going to be looking at customer invoices and all of that stuff. So you will need to actually be very good at spreadsheets and organizing them. The fourth thing is managing Google files in Google Drive or Dropbox or whatever online cloud you're using. So you have to be very good at that. You have to be good at saving files in Google Drive, because you want to be sending them to your clients, customers. That's just basically one thing you have to be good at: online cloud drives like Google Drive. The fifth thing you have to be good at is taking meeting notes. You have to be very good at taking meeting notes. If you're not good at taking meeting notes, then what are you? As your virtual assistant, when you're in the meetings, most times you might be in a meeting with your clients, customers, and your client is not really taking note of what they're talking. So you have to actually be taking note of that, because after the meeting, your boss or your client might ask you, hey, did my customer say this and this? And you're like, yeah, they did say this, and they also said this, and you have to do this, because it's very important that you take meeting notes. By the way, it's really important, okay? Because if you don't, what are you? What are you basically? Now let's look at the skills that a virtual assistant should have. So the first skill that you need or you should have is basically communication skills. You have to be very good at communication. When I say communication, I'm not just talking about just hi, hello, how are you doing? What are we doing today? No, you have to be good in communication. You have to be very clear in your speech. You have to be very clear in your instructions. You have to be clear with talking with clients and customers. That's very good. You need to know how to communicate with them verbally, through email, through writing. You have to be good. Like, if you're not good in communication, then what are you? Basically nothing. The next skill you need to have is being organized. If you're not organized, then you're not a virtual assistant. Virtual assistants need to be very organized, because I'm talking about meetings. You have to know what meetings are tomorrow, what tasks you need to do for your client, okay, what records you need to keep, and you have to keep your files in an organized order, or your folders in organized order. Because if you don't, if your client asks you, hey, do you remember that file of 6 months ago? Do you still have it? And you're like, no, I don't have it. Then what are you? Why are they paying you? Why are you actually a virtual assistant? No reason. So you have to be very organized. You need to know how to keep meeting notes in a certain folder, bookkeeping, finance record in a certain folder. You have to be very, very organized. So whenever your clients or your customers ask you for this, shoop, you're right up. Like, look, it's right up on their decks, on their screen. they'll be like, yeah, this person is a really good VA. Like, I can't lose this person. Like, now the next important thing you need to know is time management. If you're not on time as a VA, I always tell my students, like, if you're not on time for meetings, if you're not on time for tasks, if you're not meeting the deadlines, then you are not doing your job. So you have to be very strict when it comes to time management. If you tell your customer or your client, okay, this will be done in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, let it be done maximum. Okay, if you say 3 days, 3 days or 2.5 days, let it be done. You have to be good with time. If your meeting is 4 p.m., be there at 3:55. Do you get the whole thing? You have to be good with time management. If you're not good with time management, then bye. But that's one of the skills that you really need to have, and it's really important. Put that in your portfolio, by the way. Now let's look at the tools that you need to learn as a virtual assistant. Really important, okay? Because these tools will help you to manage your time faster, track your tasks, work with your clients effectively. So let's get into the tools that you need to know as a VA. First of all, you need to be very good at Google Workspace. I have a Google Workspace class, so if you don't know how to if you don't know how to work with Google Workspace, join my class. Okay, the link is in the bio below. So all my classes links are in the description below. So join them. Okay, they will help you. So you have to be good with Google Workspace. That involves Google Sheets, Google Docs. These are all online clouds services. Okay, so instead of using Microsoft Word or Excel, you can use Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Calendar, so on and so forth. The second tool is project management tools to track your tasks. So basically Notion, ClickUp, Trello, Teamwork, all of those are really good tools that you can use to track your tasks, share them with your clients, your customers, track your time, all of that. Just arrange your work in a space, okay, and share with your clients or customers. The third tool that you need to learn is basically communication tools that you need to know is communication tools. So Slack, um, Google Chats, Gmail, Microsoft Teams, Zoom. You need to know all of those. Like, those are good communication tools that you need to get used to, because anytime your clients or your customers will be like, hey, can you jump on a call? Or hey, I have an issue, can we jump on a call? Like, that jump on a call, you're going to be hearing it a lot. I'm not even going to joke. I'm not playing with you. So yeah. Now you need to know very good screen recording tools, because you will need them if you want to show your client something, or they want to show you something and you need a cloud to save it. You can use Zoom or you can use Loom. I use Loom. I love Loom. Okay, you can install the app on your desktop, or you have the extension on your browser, so anytime you can just do a quick screen record while it shows you on the camera, and then shows what you're screen recording, and it can even generate a transcript. So I really love it. I love Loom like a lot. So yeah, you can use Zoom or use Loom for screen recordings and all of that. Yeah, now let's talk about the services you can start offering as your virtual assistant. If you're just getting into the virtual assistant space, you don't want to overwhelm yourself, you just want to do little tasks here and there, I'm going to list them down for you. I'll also have like I said, I also have a PDF on sale. I don't know if you can get it internationally, but if you do want to get it internationally, all you have to do is just send me an email, and then I might put that feature on my website. But for now, it's locally available in the Gambia region. And if you live in UK, you live in the USA, I think Germany, you can send wave as well if you want to get a PDF. So if you have a send wave, then you're good to go. So yeah, let's get back into the skills that you need to offer as a beginner virtual assistant. So these are the services you can offer. So you can basically do inbox cleanup and sorting out emails for small businesses. You can do calendar management. Okay, so all of the services I'm listing, you can offer them as a whole package, but you can also offer them as an individual one. So you can do calendar management. Okay, you can manage calendars, meetings on the calendars, tasks on the calendars, all of that for a business. Really good way to start, by the way. It's a very simple job. You can do it for multiple businesses as well as you start and you continue. So the third one is you can do file organizations. Like if businesses or companies do not know how to organize their files, you can do that for them. Okay, you can also do research tasks, right? So most businesses, they do not have ideas, like they're too busy to come up with ideas, so you can research ideas for them, like content ideas, content tip, business ideas, competitors, all of those things you can do for them as well. So it's really like a good way to start being a virtual assistant. Okay, because people love people that come up with ideas. They don't want to do the work, but if you do the work, they love it. right? You can also do uploading social media posts and website updates for small businesses, right? So that's really a good, I think for me, that would be the one I would love to do the most if I ever have to start becoming a VA, like from the beginning. I would love to do that because I love social media and website stuff. So you can actually like upload posts for them on their social media and, update contents on their website, like, blogs and all of that stuff. Really cool, by the way, really, really cool. You can also do customer support for businesses. They really love that. You can do customer support, like you can answer their emails, answer their customer queries, answer phone calls, answer video calls, and help them solve the issue for the company. Really, really a good, I think a lot of companies will need that. They will literally look up to that. Like, so if you literally can do that, like do customer support. I also have a class for that, by the way. So yes, if you can do that, then do it. It's a really great way to make some good money and to also have a lot of experience as well. So now let's look at how to get your first client in another video, because we have gone far already. I don't even know how many minutes, I'm not wearing my glasses so I can't see my camera, but we have gone far already. So if you want a part 2 on how to get clients, then comment in the comment section below and I'll do a video about how to get clients and how to price. Okay, so guys, that's just it for this video. If this video was helpful, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up. Click that like button. It tells YouTube that this video is interesting and very informative and they need to push it out more. And also comment something under the video if you want a part 2. If you have questions, comment and let me know. If you want to join my WhatsApp community, you can also let me know in the comment section below and I'll add you to the community. Thank you so much, guys. With no further ado, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.